Hi, so earlier I showed you how to make some quick yogurt flatbreads, and I thought I'd make a quick dip for you that you might want to have with them. Now, hummus is one of those things that I find really hard to make. I am yet to make a hummus that my children will eat, and it's also something that goes off really fast. So if you're trying not to go to the supermarket too much, hummus is one of those staples that we all go for, which actually isn't an easy store cupboard. The way I get around it is to add some other flavours to hummus. So you can get some chickpeas, and rather than go for a straight normal just plain chickpea hummus, I'm going to show you how to make a really quick sweet potato one. So I made some sweet potato wedges for my kids for lunch, which I'll show you in another video. And when I was doing that, I also just roasted a whole sweet potato. I popped it in the oven with them, and once it cooled, I've just peeled the skin off. So I'm going to make a sweet potato hummus, which gives it a little bit more flavour. And you can spice it up. So at its most basic, you could just use sweet potato, chickpeas, and some salt, a little bit of olive oil, and maybe a little bit of lime as a cut through, to make it a bit more interesting, or for grown-ups or for slightly older children. I've got half of a red chilli here. I've got a little bit of garlic and some coriander as well that I'm going to put in. So I'm going to add everything in. So I've got half a tin of chickpeas. I've just drained and rinsed these, put them in a jug. I've got half a garlic clove. Whenever you're making dips, be careful with raw garlic. It's got a really strong flavour, so I would never normally go more than half. I've got half a red chilli. If you like it spicy, you can obviously put more in. I've got a whole sweet potato going in. A handful of fresh coriander, something I did manage to get on my shop. And then to that, I'm going to add juice of a lime. So I'm going to start by adding half of it and just have a think about seasoning, because we can taste it and then we can always add some more. I'm going to add some salt. So a generous pinch of salt's going to go in, probably about half a teaspoon, because chickpeas are quite bland. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to that. And then I'm going to blitz it up. So a hand blender is really useful if you've got one, or you could use a food processor. If you've got a NutriBullet, you can put it down. Just a bit over the edge. So give it a really good blitz till it's nice and smooth. Make sure everything's well chopped through. Have a quick taste. So I think that's quite nice as it is. If you find it's not sharp enough, you can add the rest of the lime, or you could always add a little bit more salt and pepper to it, just to get it to your taste. And there we go, it's nice and colourful. Dips are a really good way of getting hidden veggies into kids. So this is a chickpea one. Butter beans are the other one that's really good. So I'll put up a couple more recipes for you. I'll often make a basil and butter bean dip, which is really easy. It's literally a tin of butter beans, some lemon, some olive oil, and a packet of basil blitzed up. They're a nice thing to have for lunch, alongside some nibbly bits or some flatbreads. And they literally, as you've seen, take 5 minutes. So give it a try and let me know how you go.